Good evening, everyone, and thanks so much for joining us tonight. I'm Sophie Erber. Tim has the night off. It is the final countdown. Just 1 week now until the election. KCAU 9 News reporter Lydia Vasquez shares how voters are dealing with the stress they feel surrounding this election and some ways to cope with it in our top story at 6.
Getting to be too much politics in it, and I'm just uncomfortable with the way things going. I really don't think there's going to be an end, you know. So, and then with this COVID, it just makes it so much worse.
Gary Kalskit says the campaign ads, the phone calls, it's all been too much for him. He says the negativity surrounding this year's election has drained the excitement for him, and because of that, Kalskit says he's waiting until Election Day to cast his vote because he hasn't made up his mind yet.
I'm not enjoying it at all anymore. It's gotten away out of hand so far. But I am really waiting for the end, the day after.
For one voter, he says he's trying not to get too overwhelmed with the negativity surrounding this year's election.
I know a lot of people are stressed about it, but maybe more so this year because of all the things going on right now in our country as opposed to other years. But I'm not really stressed about it. I'm looking forward to getting out there and voting.
He says he either changes the channel or scrolls past certain ads, which is what Councillor Jessica Barnes says is best.
The number one way to cope is to have boundaries around your exposure to everything going on with the election, setting limits with how much you're looking up topics regarding politics and the election, setting limits with your social media.
Barnes says it's common to feel more irritable or anxious lately because of the election.
We may think we're not focusing on the election, and we know we're going to go out and vote. We know who we're going to vote for, but continuing to hear the negative ads and this person's doing this and this person's doing this, there just kind of can be a negative feel with that, and that can weigh on people, and it can contribute to changes in your mood.
In Sioux City, Lydia Vasquez, KCAU 9 News.
New results tonight from the second Nexstar Iowa 2020 RABA research poll, which show that while the race for the White House is a statistical tie, the parties strongly behind their candidates tonight are standing. 91% of Iowans identify as Democrats say they're voting for former Vice President Joe Biden in this coming election. Among Republicans, President Donald Trump receiving 90% of the vote. Iowans who identify as something else more closely reflect the overall results, with 51% supporting Biden and 42% saying they are voting for President Trump. Coronavirus in South Dakota, Iowa, and Nebraska tonight continues, causing concern for health officials. South Dakota has set a record number of hospitalizations from the virus for a third day in a row now. However, the state's website says more than 30% of all hospital beds are still available, so some good news there. Nebraska hospitalizations have stayed just under their record number. That was reported Saturday. However, the state continues to see growing infection rates, with more than 700 new cases reported today. Hospitalizations, infections, and deaths due to COVID-19 on the rise in the state of Iowa. According to the New York Times database, the state has reported a 21% rise in hospitalizations, a 26% increase in overall cases, and a 33% rise in deaths. This is over the past 2 weeks. Taking a look now at the latest COVID-19 numbers here in Siouxland, Woodbury County health officials recording 55 new cases in the last day. Currently, there are more than 1,600 active cases in Woodbury County. Also, there are 46 patients currently in hospital due to coronavirus. Meanwhile, Plymouth County reports its 29th fatality. There have been nearly 1,700 cases there. In Nebraska, Dakota County has 8 new positive tests today. The county has recorded 144 confirmed cases of COVID-19. That's over the past 2 weeks. And in South Dakota, Union County reports 181 active cases. Meanwhile, Yankton County reports 268 active cases. It wasn't just a chilly day in Siouxland, but downright cold, almost record cold. Let's check in now with Chief Meteorologist Scott Larson for a look at the forecast to see if and when we're going to be warming up soon.
Well, we do have some good news there, Sophie. We should be warming things up pretty nicely as we get toward Halloween at the end of the week, but this morning it was incredibly cold outside. In fact, we did break a record low temperature in Sioux City this morning. The previous record, 11 degrees from 1925. We slipped all the way into the single digits. 8, the official low temperature in Sioux City, 7 in Spencer. We did have some sunny skies, some melting of the snow out there this afternoon as high temperatures lifted into the 30s and 40s throughout the area. And it does look like, again, we are going to have a nice warm up as we approach Halloween on Saturday. We'll have the latest coming up in the 9 on 9 forecast. Sophie?
All right, thanks a lot, Scott. Well, it's that time of year again when Siouxlanders gear up for hunting season. During the spring months, Iowa DNR officers say they saw a record number in turkey and in fishing licenses. Now, this same trend is recurring again during deer and pheasant season. In the state of Iowa, the number of residents purchasing hunting licenses is up by 5,000 compared to 2019.
And we do expect to see some more increased numbers in non-resident hunting licenses. We're just now getting into that time where we're going to see those sales increase. And we really don't see a reason why they won't, just because in conjunction, our pheasant numbers are the highest they've been in over a decade.
Bragg says she hopes the upward trend in hunting will continue, as well as more people taking advantage of public land to go out and hunt. Siouxlanders also preparing to spend some time outdoors for a good cause, and they'll have to adjust to a virtual event this year. The annual Siouxland Sleep Out, put on the Community Action Agency, is taking the camp out online. For those taking extra precautions due to COVID-19, you could pitch your own tent in your backyard and experience what it's like to be homeless in Siouxland. The Siouxland Sleep Out is set this year for November 6th at Cone Park. Again, this year will also feature a silent auction that is also online and ends this Friday. Well, a 6-year-old is blowing up on social media tonight after he showed off his talents. How this viral rap is trying to inspire kids to become whatever they want when they grow up. That's coming up.
And we can expect to have a gradual warm-up over the course of the week as that snow continues to melt away, and pleasant conditions are expected for this weekend. Your 9 on 9 forecast right after the break.
You're watching KCAU 9 News with Tim Seaman, Sophie Erber, Chief Meteorologist Scott Larson, and Sports Director Jake Jones. This is KCAU 9 News at 6.
Thanks for sticking with us. So go big or go home, right? It sounds like we broke a 95-year-old record. Is that what you just told us?
An old one, yeah, from 1925. We were able to smash that record this morning, Sophie, with temperatures falling into the single digits. We've broken a lot of records, actually, lately. Record coldest high temperatures these last few days. Yeah, well, you know, not a whole lot of positive news there in the weather department, but it does look like we are going to have some warmer temperatures come our way pretty soon, so that's something to celebrate. Here's the view now from the Ho-Chunk Center camera in downtown Sioux City. Over the course of the weekend, we had just over 4 inches of snow drop on the region. You can see that some of that is beginning to melt away as you look toward the grass there near Interstate 29. But that does qualify us as the 6th snowiest October on record, too. So, again, just a lot of records going down recently. 8 degrees was the low temperature this morning. There's the previous record, 11 from 1925. The high temperature this afternoon struggling up past the freezing mark to 37. Temperatures now are in the 30s for most. It's 30 degrees outside in Sheldon, 33 in Sioux Falls. Next Thursday, mostly sunny and 58 degrees.
You know, it really puts things into perspective. When you have temperatures like we felt today, I'm actually looking forward to 40s and 50s, whereas just maybe 2 weeks ago we'd be complaining because we had temps in the 70s.
Yeah, good opportunity to thaw things out a little bit, so to speak, here as we get into those 40s and 50s and even 60s for a couple days next week. So some things to look forward to.
Looks nice. Thanks a lot, Scott. Well, a 6-year-old rapper going viral by inspiring kids to follow their dreams. Why he's encouraging others now to find their career path at such a young age. That story's coming up next. A 6-year-old from Memphis, Tennessee has nearly 7 million views on his YouTube video, but he says he posted that video to do more than just show off his rapping skills. Janae Lewis reports.
You can be a thief, you can be a dentist, because everybody loves to smile.
Check out this 2-minute video of Robert White, and of course, it's bringing smiles to people from all over. It shows the 6-year-old rapping about different careers all the way from A to Z, showing kids what they can be.
I figured let's go ahead and record it and be able to share it with people because he's 6 now and he knew it back when he was 5.
They co-wrote the song together, and Robert learned it by, of course, practicing it in the car. In case you're wondering what he wants to be.
An architect.
Tell her why.
Because I like building. You can be an A, You can be an architect, get a building to kiss the sky.
And he already has a pretty good idea of what exactly he wants to build.
I want to build stores and skyscrapers. I want to build a lot of things.
But until that time, he'll enjoy trips to his favorite building in the city.
Burger King.
His mother says the clip is just a small glimpse into his larger-than-life personality.
Robert is extremely fun and funny. He loves to tell jokes. He loves to jump around. And he's extremely, extremely outgoing.
Do a joke. Do a knock joke.
Knock, knock.
Who's there?
Boo.
Boo-hoo.
I'm sorry I made you cry.
And during a time when more children are home looking for ways to express themselves, with parents taking on the role of educator, they hope this can inspire others.
So just being able to have something that's kind of lighthearted to kind of help to reinforce that there are a lot of careers out there that their children can be, and what they're doing at home right now to reinforce that education is pushing them towards being one of those things.
Pushing them to achieve and soar to the very highest of heights.
There's a genius in so many of these kids. It's just about tapping into it.
Z is the sky. You can reach the sky if you try. Just don't be a Z. Just don't be a zombie.
Well, for many parents, losing their newborn is their biggest fear. And with October being SIDS Awareness Month, or Sudden Infant Death Syndrome, it's time to learn more about the tragic situation. According to the National Institute of Health, SIDS is a sudden and silent medical disorder that can happen to infants from 1 month to 1 year who seem healthy. But there are ways to lower the risk for SIDS, and we have them listed in this digital exclusive story on our website right now. That's SiouxlandProud.com, or you could check out this story on the KCAU 9 News app. Morningside named its newest athletic director, and they didn't have to look too far to find him. Jake has the details on who it is coming up in sports. Don't go away. Finally tonight, with Halloween less than a week away now, many neighborhoods still trying to figure out how trick-or-treating will actually work this weekend. Check it out. A group of Connecticut grandmothers using technology now to make Halloween safe and fun for their neighborhood. They've created an app that maps out which homes will be offering candy. Pretty smart. They have more than 200 houses on the list so far, with households pledging to follow those CDC guidelines. That's to make it safe for those trick-or-treaters, you know.
Smart.
With technology now, why not do stuff like this? I mean, crazy, but most kids do have smartphones, or at least an adult with them, hopefully supervising, or an older teen that also has one.
Now, does it say whether that map tells you which houses are giving you the full candy bar?
That was the thing when we were kids, right?
Yeah,
you wanted to know who gave you the king-size bars.
Right, those were the ones that you wanted to hit up.
You're right.
Well, it looks like it's not going to be quite as cold for Halloween, so that's some good news there. We should see our temperatures perk up some. 20 the overnight low tonight, though. Pretty cold outside. 47 the high for tomorrow with bright sunshine. 55 coming our way on Saturday.
All right, something to look forward to. Thanks a lot, Scott, and thank you for joining us. We'll see you back here at 10. Good night.